Have you ever felt like a bird trapped in a cage, endlessly flapping its wings in search of freedom, only to be met with heartache? The feeling of exhaustion and weariness from constantly chasing after someone who doesn't appreciate you or value your feelings is truly a painful and draining experience. It can make you lose faith in yourself, question your self-worth, and gradually forget that you deserve love and respect. But don't despair, because there's always a way out. It's time to let go of those emotional chains. Free yourself from unnecessary suffering and reclaim control over your own life. Stoicism, with its profound philosophies of acceptance and focusing on what's within your control, will be the guiding light, helping you find true peace and happiness. Here's the interesting part. Strength doesn't lie in pursuit, but in retreat. Detachment isn't about giving up. It's about turning the tables. When you create distance, you regain control. And that's when they start to realize what they might be losing. Suddenly the dynamic shifts. They begin to wonder why you've pulled back. And that curiosity transforms into a desire to pursue. They start chasing you, realizing that your absence is even more powerful than your presence. As Seneca wisely said, we often despise what we have until we lose it. When you detach, you give them the space to feel the void and yearn for what they once took for granted. Today, we'll explore why detaching from them is the key to making them come back. Not by force, but by making them realize they can't afford to lose you. But before we delve into the strategies and wisdom that will guide you on this journey, I have a little challenge for you. If you're ready to reclaim your power and make them chase you, leave a comment below with the phrase, "I am magnetic." This isn't just a statement, it's a declaration of self-worth and the irresistible allure that lies within you. Let's see how many of you are ready to embrace this change and turn the tables in your favor. Are you ready, my fellow Stoics? Let's begin. Before we delve into how detachment can turn the tables and make them chase you, let's explore how to practice this subtle art correctly. Whether you're trying to rekindle a dying flame, attract someone new, make your ex realize what they've lost, or even reignite the spark in a relationship that's lost its luster, mastering the art of detachment is your secret weapon. But remember, it only works its magic when done right. Detachment doesn't mean becoming cold, distant, or completely disappearing from their life. It's not about playing hard to get or pretending you don't care. Detachment is about demonstrating that you're perfectly fine on your own, that you're a force to be reckoned with or without them. You're not withdrawing to punish them, but to show them your worth. And let me tell you, this is where things get interesting. Imagine yourself as a bright star in the night sky. When you shine your brightest, people will naturally be drawn to you and look up. But if you keep chasing after a flickering light, you'll only get lost in the darkness. Detachment is how you become your own star, making others look up and yearn to be near you. And here's the fascinating part. When you truly shine, when you're no longer dependent on external validation, that's when they start to realize what they might have lost. Your absence will create a void in their life, a void they can't fill with anything else. They'll start to miss the beautiful moments they shared with you, the good qualities you possess, and they'll long to have you back in their life. So, are you ready to discover the power of detachment and take control of your own love life? Join me on this exciting journey and you'll be amazed by the wonders it can bring. So, what can you do to create a subtle distance in your relationship? Don't misunderstand. I'm not advising you to completely cut off contact if the relationship is still healthy. Instead, learn to skillfully moderate your presence. For instance, if you used to text them for hours on end, try reducing the frequency now. Don't feel pressured to reply to their messages immediately. Let them wait a bit to feel the difference. Or if you used to share every detail of your day with them, now keep a bit of mystery to yourself. Sometimes, a little personal space will make them more curious and appreciate the moments you do share. Similarly, if you were always available to answer their calls at any time, now allow yourself the right to politely decline. Don't let them feel like you're always available 24/7. Let them understand that you have your own life, other priorities, and your time is valuable. The purpose of this isn't to play games or make them feel bad. It's about demonstrating your independence and self-reliance, showing them that you're not just a shadow constantly following them, but an individual with your own worth. When you know how to create a bit of distance, you'll make them cherish the moments you two spend together while also sparking their curiosity and desire to learn more about you. When you start creating this subtle distance, your partner might feel confused or even a bit lost. They might wonder why you're not giving them as much attention as before, and this could pique their curiosity about your life. The absence of constant messages, daily trivial sharing, or your willingness to meet their every demand can make them realize that you're no longer a given in their life. From there, they'll start to miss you, appreciate the moments you two have together more, and perhaps they'll actively seek ways to get closer to you. As Epictetus once said, "Your happiness depends on three things: what you think, what you say, and what you do." When you stop letting your happiness depend on the attention of others, you'll find true freedom and peace. Detachment isn't just a strategy to attract your partner. It's also a way for you to build a solid foundation for your own happiness. Practicing emotional detachment is not merely about creating physical or mental distance, but about embarking on a journey to reclaim control over your own happiness. This means you should not entrust your joy or sorrow to anyone else, no matter how significant they are in your life. Remember that you always hold the power to choose how you feel, regardless of the changes or upheavals in the world around you. You can choose to remain calm amidst the storm, to stand firm in the face of emotional turmoil. In love, we often willingly sacrifice, pouring all our energy into pleasing the other person, sometimes forgetting about ourselves. But don't let those sacrifices turn you into a shadow in someone else's life. Imagine if you constantly change your plans, give up your hobbies, or ignore your personal needs. Just to satisfy your partner, you are gradually losing your own identity. Such concessions not only fail to strengthen the relationship, but might actually make you fade into obscurity, becoming easily forgotten in their eyes. For instance, if you always cancel meetings with your friends just to cater to your partner's wishes, you are slowly relinquishing your independence and the unique values that define you. Instead of compromising yourself, learn to love and cherish yourself in the most sincere and profound way possible. Nourish your soul with things you truly enjoy, so that each passing day is a symphony of happiness you create as the artist of your own life. If you love dancing, let your feet glide freely across the dance floor. If you enjoy writing, let your pen flow over the paper, telling stories that you wish to share with yourself. Take time for moments of peace, like savoring a morning coffee, listening to your favorite music, or simply admiring a stunning sunset. In doing so, you are not only caring for yourself, but also nurturing the seeds of happiness within you, allowing them to blossom and thrive. A person who loves themselves radiates a unique allure that captivates others. They are like a free breeze, spreading their own fragrance wherever they wish. They are like a shining star in the night sky, bright enough to make anyone look up in admiration. Others will see that you are not someone easily swayed by external influences or a plaything of fate. For instance, if you have the courage to say no to unreasonable demands or requests that go against your principles, you are sending a clear message that you are strong, know what you want, and will not compromise for anyone. Be the artist of your own life, painting your existence with the colors you choose, not those imposed upon you by others. When you respect and protect yourself, you not only build true happiness, but also attract the respect and admiration of those around you. Let freedom, independence, and self-love be the light that guides you, leading you to new horizons where you become the best version of yourself. One of the most important strategies to regain control in a relationship and attract your ex back is to stop seeking validation from them. You need to understand that your worth does not depend on what others think of you, but rather on how you perceive and value yourself. When you stop relying on your ex's approval to feel confident or happy, you become stronger and more independent. This creates a natural allure that can make your ex notice the positive changes in you. Stopping the pursuit of validation not only helps boost your self-confidence, but also affirms your personal value. True happiness does not come from others' recognition, but from loving and appreciating yourself. To achieve this, you need to learn to accept yourself, understanding that no one can hurt you unless you allow it. Ask yourself, am I letting someone else's words or actions determine my worth? If the answer is yes, it's time to change your mindset and build your self-esteem. One way to demonstrate self-respect and personal value is to set personal boundaries. These boundaries are not just physical limits, but also mental and emotional guidelines. They help you clearly define what you can and cannot accept. For example, you might decide not to tolerate disrespect or negative behavior from others. Knowing how to set boundaries helps protect you from unnecessary hurt and also makes others realize that you are not someone who can be easily manipulated or taken advantage of. Suppose your ex frequently cancels plans at the last minute or says things that hurt you. Instead of silently enduring it, you need to clearly express your feelings. You can say, I understand that you might be busy, but your habit of canceling plans at the last minute makes me feel disrespected. I hope you will be more considerate of this in the future. Or when they say hurtful things, you might respond, your words earlier made me feel hurt. I hope you will think carefully before speaking. Expressing your feelings clearly and respectfully shows that you value yourself and sets limits for the other person. When you set boundaries and express your opinions, your ex's reactions can vary. They might be surprised, try to justify their actions, or even get angry because you dared to speak up. But remember, you are not doing this to please them, but to protect yourself. As Viktor Frankl, a psychologist who survived the Holocaust, once stated, between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. If your ex does not respect your boundaries, that is their problem, not yours. What you need to do is stand firm and stay consistent with what you have said. We cannot control the actions of others, but we can absolutely control how we react to those actions. Stay calm and steadfast in your approach. If your ex continues to cross your boundaries, be ready to walk away. Do not fear losing them, because a relationship without mutual respect will never bring true happiness. Remember, sometimes decisively ending an unhealthy relationship will open up opportunities for you to find someone who truly values you. To be more specific, let's look at some real-life situations. For instance, if your ex frequently criticizes you in front of others, You need to set a clear boundary by telling them that you do not accept such behavior. Or if they tend to compare you to other people, you should express that these comparisons make you uncomfortable and that you will not allow anyone to diminish your worth. These actions demonstrate that you know what kind of treatment you deserve and will not let anyone hurt you easily. Stopping the pursuit of external validation and establishing personal boundaries are two crucial steps to regain control in a relationship. Remind yourself that you deserve to be loved and respected. Do not let anyone make you feel inferior or unworthy. Do not accept words or actions that hurt you, because you have the right to choose what is best for yourself. Life doesn't always go as we wish, but you always have the choice in how you respond to difficulties and challenges. When you become confident, independent, and know how to love yourself, you will attract positive things into your life. An ex can only come back when they realize your true value, when they see that you're no longer dependent or easily hurt as before. But even if they don't come back, it doesn't matter. Because when you truly cherish and love yourself, you will find happiness, whether or not they are in your life. Become the best version of yourself, strong and confident, and you will find true happiness, whether or not your ex is by your side.